Hey guys, so here's an update on the Smokey project. I'll run you guys through what I'm doing right now. All right, so look at this. Yes, for me this is huge. So got the control arms, the A-arms put on, and the drop spindle, and the disc brake. Now, the reason it seems like a lot to me is because I didn't buy it all as one kit. Ended up having to outsource because we were taking something from pre-existing. Remember, the disc brakes that were originally on here were for the stock spindles. And with the RideTech kit, we ended up buying the 2-inch drop spindles. So because of that, and we wanted to keep the CPP calipers and run everything else. So to do that, took a lot of research. A lot of research. I know I went through it on my other videos. So yeah, just ecstatically happy to have this together. I have the RideTech progressive spring in, and had the Delrin bushings pressed in. Took them down to Les Schwab, and they were nice enough to get those pressed in. I torqued those down. Everything's good. I've got the larger ball joints that RideTech sends. I believe it helps with the caster. I'd have to look and camber or caster, but it ends up helping it getting the alignment set up for, because the original wasn't set correctly. And it's interesting. I thought it wasn't seating properly, and I reread the instructions, and it says that the boot is supposed to seal on the shaft of the ball joint, not on the spindle itself. So that is how they're called tall ball joints, and that's why. That makes sense. I wish I would have known that, because I would have painted the top of, of the spindle right here if I'd have realized that. Anyway, but yeah, guys, so pretty excited. Got that done. I'll go through and show you guys the process that I did, because I'm going to be doing it on that side. Everything else I did get from CPP. Guys at CPP are super nice guys. Talked to them. Was able to get the brackets for the stock axle, because we are using the stock axle. And the pre-existing rotors that I have from my Ford 9-inch, we wanted to use those on this guy. So having to call back and forth, make sure that everything fits. The calipers over there, they're from a Cadillac. They're the CPP ones. They're from a Cadillac. They have the integrated e-brake built into the caliper. So I need to talk to CPP. I did paint both of them. They both turned out really nice. However, one of them is leaking a little bit. So I need to find out what the caliper comes from, the type of Cadillac. Then if I need to go to Rock Auto, I can just get another one off of Rock Auto. And the last thing is find out what type of rotor this is, so that when the rotors get run down, then we can just buy a new one, considering that's not stock 55. So anytime you're working on hot rods, you have to try to figure out what everything is. It's definitely been a learning experience for me. I think what I'm going to have to do for the Hellwig sway bars, I'm going to probably have to flip it around so that it attaches to the back. Because I talked about in another video, it's going to mount directly into the pocket. And I don't know if I want it mounting directly into the pocket. I might just switch it around and attach it up towards the back of the frame. So that might be what's going on. I don't know. Looks like the front of the frame comes down. I'll just have to see what goes with what. I do have the stabilizer bars now for the rear stabilizer, but I can't weld or mock any of that up till I get the body back on to find out where the shocks are going to be located in the trunk. So that's kind of where I'm going and what I'm up to. So today, if you guys follow along with me, I've already got the Delrin bushings pressed into these two control arms. So I'm going to start putting them together.